So in today class, we discuss selection statements, okay, and loop statements and functions. So first we discuss selection statements. So here selection statements, these are the statements which are used to execute a set of statements based on condition. Okay, statements which are used to execute a set of statements based on conditions. Okay, so here in JavaScript, selection statements are if else, and switch. Okay, these three are the selection statements in JavaScript. So here first one, if. So here the syntax for if statement is if expression statements. That is here we check the condition. Okay, if the condition is true, then these statements are executed. Okay, next one, if else. So if expression statements, if expression is true, execute this set of statements. If the false, otherwise execute this set of statements. Okay, so here statements which are used to execute set of statements based on condition. Okay, next one, switch statement. So here this one is the syntax for switch statement. Okay, so here switch. So here switch statement is used to select one of many code blocks to be executed. Okay, so here it is used to select one of these cases. Okay, it is used to select one of many code blocks to be executed. That is switch statement. Okay, so here there are number of cases. Case label 1, case label 2, okay, case label 3. Okay, so here this value of expression matches with the value of label. Okay, suppose if the value of expression is 1, here label is 1. Okay, then these statements are executed. Okay, statements under label 1 are executed. Okay, if the value of expression matches label 2, so the statements under label 2 are executed. Okay, if none of the labels are matched with the expression, then that is default case. Okay, if any of the case does not match with the value of expression, then the case is default case. Okay, so here switch statement is used to select one of many code blocks to be executed. Okay, so here we compare the value of expression with the label. So first one, if the value of expression matches label 1, then statements under label 1 are executed. If the value of expression matches label 2, statements under label 2 are executed. Okay, so if none of the value matches the expression, okay, if none of the value of label matches the value of expression, then the default case is executed. Okay, so this is the syntax of switch statement. Okay, so here if and if else and switch case. Okay, all these syntaxes are same as in the C language. Next, loop statement. So here statements which are used to execute a set of statements repeatedly based on condition. Okay, so here loop statements are the statements which are used to execute a set of statements repeatedly based on condition. Okay, so these loop statements are also called as iteration statements. Okay, loop statements supported by the JavaScript are while, do while, and for. Okay, so now see the each loop. First one, while loop. So here the syntax of while loop is here while of condition statements. Okay, so here while loop loops through the block of code as long as specified condition is true. Okay, while loop loops through a block of code as specified condition is true. Okay, if it is false, then it stops the execution of these statements. Okay. So here while loop is executed until the condition is false. Okay. Until the condition is false. That means if the condition is false, here the statements are stopping the execution. Okay. Here the execution of statements is stopped. Okay. That is the while. Next, do while. So here do while statement, first the body of loop is executed, then condition is evaluated. Okay. First body of loop is executed, then condition is evaluated. Okay. So here while loop, first condition is evaluated, then body of loop is executed. In do while, first body of the loop executed, that means first statements are executed, then after condition is evaluated. Okay. So difference between while and do while. Okay. Next, for loop. So here it specifies the iteration which allows code to be executed repeatedly. So here for loop specifying the iteration which allows code to be executed repeatedly. So here first one initialization, that is for example I equal to 0. Next we check the condition. Suppose for example I less than n. Next increment or decrement, that is I plus plus or I minus minus. Okay. Then these statements are executed repeatedly. Okay. So this is a syntax for while loop, do while and for loop. Okay. So here all these syntaxes are same as in the C language. Okay. Next, JavaScript provides another loop statement to work with objects, which is for in loop. So here for identifier in object, these statements are executed. So we already see the this for in example in objects. For p in person, it prints the all the properties of person object. Okay. See here, this is an example for in, for where p in person, document is of object person. Okay. So this is loop statements, selection statements and loop statements. So later on we see the example for each loop. Okay. Next one, functions. So here a function is a block of code which can be executed again and again. Okay. Here function is a block of code which can be executed again and again. Okay. Function make the code modular, which improves maintenance. Okay. So here function is for the improving the maintenance of the code. Here function in JavaScript are similar to the functions in C language. Here functions in JavaScript are similar to the functions in C language. Okay. So here function definition is shown below. So here a function definition consists of function header. So this is the function header. Okay. Here function header and body of function. Okay. Here function definition consists of here first line, that is function header and body of function. Okay. The function header consists of function keyword. Okay. And function name followed by parameters. That parameters are enclosed in a round brackets. Okay. Next, function body contains a set of statements and an optional return statement that is executed when function is called. Okay. Whenever the function is called, the statements in the body of function and the optional return statements are executed. Okay. So here a function definition consists of function header and body of function. Here function header means it consists of function keyword, function name followed by parameters. That parameters are enclosed in the brackets. Okay. And second one is the function body. Here function body consists of set of statements that are executed whenever the function is called. Okay. Body of function consists of set of statements that are executed when function is called. Here a function call is shown below. So if you want to call the function, so a function name of parameters. Let us see the example. See here, example for function definition and function call. So here, function keyword, function name is add, and parameters are x comma y, and the value x plus y. Next, function call. So here function call add of 10 comma 20. That is one type of function call. Okay. Another one is, so here add_ref is a reference to the add object. Suppose if you give reference to the add object, add_ref, this one is the reference to the add object. So we call a function as add_ref of 20 comma 30. Okay. So here this is also valid, this is also valid. Add of 10 comma 20 or add_ref of 20 comma 30. If you assign a add to add_ref, then add_ref of 20 comma 30 is add of 10 comma 20. Okay. So this is an example for function definition and function call. Next one, scope of variables. So here the scope of variable denotes the range of statements over the which the variable is visible. Denotes the range of statements over which the variable is visible. Here scope means range of statements. Next, there are two kinds of variables, local scope, second one global scope. Okay, local variables and global variables. So here local variables, that means variables that are declared explicitly inside a function definition. Variables that are declared explicitly inside a function definition. Okay, here local variables are declared inside a function definition. Here global variables means that are declared at any part of the script, any part of the program. Okay. So here global variables, variables that are declared implicitly outside a function or inside a function. Okay, here global variables means variables that are declared implicitly outside a function or inside a function. Okay, that means anywhere of the program. Okay, or variables that are explicitly outside a function also have a global scope. So here local means variables that are written inside a function have a local scope. Global scope means variables that are written any part of the program have a global scope. Next one, parameters, actual parameters and formal parameters. So here the parameters available in the function call are called as actual parameters. Okay, formal parameters, parameters in the function definition are called formal parameters. Okay, parameters in the function call actual parameters, parameters in the function definition formal parameters. Okay, so in JavaScript, functions do not check the number of arguments received. In JavaScript, functions do not check the number of arguments received. If there are any missing argument, they are said to be undefined. Okay, if there are any missing arguments, those arguments are said to be undefined. Okay, so if formal parameters are more than actual parameters, if formal parameters are more than actual parameters, suppose if formal parameters are 3, actual parameters are 2, then the third formal parameter said to be undefined. So this is about the parameters, actual, formal. Okay, so actual parameters, that is parameters in the function call, formal parameters, that means parameters in the function definition. Okay, so there is a one property called arguments, arguments property. Okay, that means arguments dot length means it gives the number of actual parameters. Arguments dot length means it gives the number of actual parameters. Here arguments is the property, okay, that define on the actual parameters. Arguments dot length means it returns the number of actual parameters. Okay, if you want to access the actual parameters, arguments of 0, arguments of 1, arguments of 2. Okay, if you want to access the first actual parameter, arguments of 0. Okay, and so on. So this is about the variables and parameters. Let's go to programs for all these topics. So first we see the selection statement if. This one is the selection statement if. Here in the script, first we give value equal prompt of enter a value. So here we give the input to the value a. Okay, we give in the value a using prompt method. Okay, so here we enter the value of a. Here we enter the value of a. If a percentage 2 equal to 0, the output is even. That is even number, or otherwise else odd. Okay, so let us see the output. So first we enter the value of a using prompt method. Even executing this one if. So here this asks the enter a value. Suppose if you enter a value even. Okay, so if you refresh that, again it asks the another number, enter a value 13. That is odd. Okay, so based on input, if input is even number, your output is displayed as a even. If it is odd number, the output is displayed as a odd. Next one. So this one is the program for switch case. So here we perform various arithmetic operations by using switch case. Okay. Is the program is visible? One of you respond in chat box. Okay. So here switch case is used to select one of many code blocks to be executed. Switch case is used to select one of many code blocks to be executed. Okay. So the value of expression. The value of expression here, switch of expression. So value of expression is C. Okay. So here we give the input to the C using prompt method. Okay. If you enter a value C value 1, here the case 1, that is addition, is performed. Okay. If the value of C, that is here value of expression matches this label, that is 2, then subtraction is performed. Okay. If the value of expression, that is C value 3, then here the label 3, that is here multiplication is performed. Okay. If none of the value matches, then default 1. Okay. If none of the label matches with the value of expression, that is value of C, then default is executed. So let us execute this. See here, when you put this one, it does enter a value. So here we give the input. So here I give the in 1, that means C value 1. So C value 1 means here addition 30. Okay. So if you give 2, here case 2, that is subtraction 10. So here case 2 subtraction a minus b. So a value 20, b value 10, that is subtraction 10. Okay. So similar way remaining multiplication modulo. Multiplication 3, that is 20 into 10, 100. Okay. Next 4, that is modulo operation. 20 by 10, that is modulo 0. Okay. If we give another number, okay, that is not 1 2 3 4, any other number except 1 2 3 4. That is default case. So if you give 5, see here, default one. Okay. If none of the label matches the value of expression, then that is default case. Okay, this is the switch case. Next one, while. See here, while. So first we assign the value n equal to 0. Okay. Next condition n less than or equal to 2. That is n equal to 0, document dot write while. So it prints while. Next to n equal to 1, document dot write while. That means it prints while. Next n equal to 2, document dot write while. That is it prints while. So while. Next n equal to 3. So here the condition is false. So it stops the execution. Okay. So what is the output of this one? One of you respond in chat box. What is the output for this program? So these selection statements or loop statements, all these topics you learn in the C language. So what is the output for this one? One of you respond in chat box here. This program. So here while loop executed until the condition is false. If the condition is false, the statements are stops execution. So output for this program is the while is displayed 3 times. Okay. So next topic, do while. So here first we perform the statements. After we check the condition. Okay. So let us execute this one. So here first it executes the statements. Then we check the condition. Okay. So that is do while. So now we execute this one, do while. See here, do while is printed 5 times. Okay. So let us change this. Suppose if n equal to n less than or equal to 2. So what is the output for this program? Respond in chat box. Where n equal to 4 while n less than or equal to 2. So it first execute the statements, then check the condition. So what is the output for this one? So here first body of the loop is executed. Then after check the condition. Okay. So the output for this program is this do while is executed only one time. Okay. Why? Because here n equal to 4. Next one document dot write do while. So it prints do while. Okay. Next 10 plus plus 4 plus plus 5. That is comes after the next step. Okay. Next here n value is the 4. That is 4 less than or equal to 2. Wrong. So it stops the execution. So here do while is executed only one time. Okay. Here the output of the program is do while. Okay. So let us execute this one. The output of the program is executed only one time. Is executed only one time. Okay. So that means first here it print this statement, then check this condition. Okay. So 4 less than or equal to 2, that is false. So it stops the execution. Next one, for loop. So here statements are repeated. Okay. So here first initialization where n equal to 0, Next condition n less than array 1 dot length. Next increment or decrement. So here increment n plus plus. Okay. So this program is used to display the elements in the array. So first there is an array where array 1 equal to new space array of 10, 20, 23. So here array 1 dot length means 3. So for where n equal to 0, n less than 3, n plus plus. Okay. At n equal to 0, array 1 of 0 is 10. Okay. At n equal to 1, array 1 of 1 is 20. At n equal to 2, array 1 of 2 equal to 23. Okay. So 10 here document dot write of space 10 space 20 space 23. Okay. The output of this one is the elements in the array are 10 space 20 space 23. Let us execute this one. So here the elements in the array are 10 space 20 space 23. Okay. So this is the for loop. Next one, so you see the function. See, this is the program for the functions. So the title of the web page is function. Okay. Next, script. In the script, we write the function. Here, function space add of x comma y, return x plus y. So this is the function definition. Okay. Function definition. Next, document dot write of add of 10 comma 20. So here add of 10 comma 20. So here this is function call. Okay. So this function definition, function keyword, function name is add, parameters are x comma y, that is enclosed in the round brackets. Okay. Next, return statement, return x plus y. So it returns the value of x plus y. Okay. Next, function call. So here document dot write of, here we call the function add of 10 comma 20. So here actual parameters are 10 comma 20. Okay. Actual parameters are 10 comma 20. Formal parameters are x comma y. Okay. So here remember the point, the function definition is always before the function call. Okay. Here function definition is right always before the function call. Okay. So the function definition can be right in head section or body section in HTML. Okay. Function definition can be right in either head section or body section in HTML. Function call also. See, let us see the here function definition. If you write this function definition in head section in HTML. So here head section in HTML, script, function definition, and end the script. So let us execute this one. So it returns the value. So here document dot write of add of 10 comma 20. So here print the return value of function add. Okay. So that is return value of function add is 10 plus 20, that is 30. Okay. So it displays the output 30. See here output is 30. Okay. So you can this function also in body section also. So here I read the function in function. So let us execute this one. See here output is 30. Okay. So this is about the functions. Next one. Function parameters. Function parameters. So here we define the function in HTML. Okay. So again, function definition, function keyword, function name is the add, parameter are x, y, z. These are the formal parameters. Okay. parameters in the function definition are called parameters. So there are three formal parameters x, y, z. Okay. Next function call. See here document.write of add of 10 comma 20. So this is the function call. Okay. So the parameters are 10 comma 20. Okay. So these are the actual parameters. Formal parameters are 3, actual parameters are 2. So that means here formal parameters are more than actual parameters. Okay, so that's why the remaining formal parameters are set to undefined. So here x, y, z, 3 formal parameters, 10, 20, only 2 actual parameters. So there is one extra formal parameter. Extra formal parameter set to be undefined. Okay. Next, here arguments. That is, this property is used to find the number of actual parameters. Okay, here arguments property that is used to apply on actual parameters. So here arguments dot length. That means here it returns the number of actual parameters. Next, arguments of 1. It is used to access the actual parameters. Okay, it is used to access the actual parameters. So here arguments dot length, that is document dot write of arguments dot length. That means the output value is here 10 comma 20, that is 2. Okay. Next, document dot write of arguments of 1. So it returns second element, second actual parameter, that is indexing starts from 0. Okay, so 0th element is the 10, first element is the 20. Okay, so arguments of 1 means second actual parameter, that is 20. Okay, next return x plus y. So that is here 10 plus 20, 30. So the output is arguments document dot write of arguments dot length, that is 2 actual parameters, 2. Next document dot write of arguments of 1, that is here second actual parameter is 20. So 2, 20. Next return x plus y. So here document dot when you 20. So it returns the value of x plus y, that is 10 plus 20, that is 30. So the output is 2, 20, 30. So let us execute this one. Function parameters. See here 2, 20, 30. Okay. So if you want to access the 2 arguments of 2, so what is the output here? Arguments dot length means 2. So arguments of 2, what is the output? Reply in chat box. What is the output for this one? Document dot write of arguments of 2. So here arguments dot length means it returns the number of actual parameters. So here function call there are 2 parameters. So that's why arguments dot length means 2. Okay. Next here arguments of 1. We give the value 1. So arguments of 1 means it returns second actual parameter, that is 20. Okay. If you give arguments of 2, what is the output? Respond in chat box. So here arguments of 2 means that is the extra parameter. So that is undefined. Okay. I already told that if the formal parameters are more than actual parameter, okay, the remaining parameter is set to be undefined. So let us execute this one. See here 2 undefined 30. Okay. So that is about the function parameters. So next one, local variables and global variables. Local variables and global variables. See, there is a global variable that is written outside the function. So your function definition is function check scope. Okay, so your function is the keyword and function name is the check scope. So this is the function definition that is written in the head section in HTML. Okay, next we call the function. So your check scope. Okay, So here myWhere is a local variable that is inside the check scope. Okay. Here myWhere is the local variable that is inside the function check scope. Okay. So the variables inside a function are called as local variables. Okay. The variables inside a function are called as a local variables. Okay. So here global variables means that is written at any part of the program. Okay. So if the local variable and global variable have the same name, so here myWhere, global variable is myWhere and local variable is also myWhere. Remember the point, if the local variable and global variable have the same name, the local variable hides the global variable. That is, here the local variable has the more precedence. Okay. The local variable takes the precedence over the global variable. So it prints the output document.write myWhere. So here myWhere is the local. So the output of this program is the local. Okay. Here output of the variable is the local. Okay. So remember the point, if the global variable and local variable have the same name, the local variable taken precedence for the global variable. Okay. So the local variable is written inside a function definition and global variable that is written at any part of the program. So this is about the local variables and global variables. Okay. So in this class we discussed selection statements, okay, and loop statements and functions, okay, and scope of variables and parameters in the functions, actual parameters, formal parameters. In next class we discuss constructors. Okay. So till now in JavaScript we discussed primitives, variables, comments, operators, different objects in JavaScript, string object, date object, math object, number object, arrays, and methods of arrays, next 2D arrays, next selection statements, next functions. Okay. Next class we discuss constructors and document object model. Okay.